State in the backcourt. Michael Starks, 6'1" junior transfer out of Georgia. He's handling it right now, joined by Michael Carter III, as you mentioned. He's the transfer from both Long Beach State and from the University of Washington. Handling here is Ezekiel Alley, and this is up front James Jean-Marie. We saw him last year again in Hawaii. Quick touch for Khalid Thomas. This is Carter working against Herrick down the right side of the lane. The ball deflected out of bounds over to the Matadors. Portland's head coach Jace Coburn taking over in his first year. He's assisted by Matt Dunn, Chris Foss, Jamal Williams, Director of Basketball Operations, Alberto De La Torre for Portland State. And here's a former Viking bringing the ball up for the Matadors. Elijah Hardy in the backcourt tonight, along with Atten Wright with a quick touch right there. Here's Miles James in front, underneath to Aisi. Aisi strong to the basket. 2 and 1 through Jean-Marie.
Well, that was a very nice pass by Miles James. I mean, he had to make sure he got it over the outstretched arms of the defender, and he was able to do that. And because of that, a nice finish and a foul.
Yeah, I don't know if Onye speaks French at all, but that was a merci beaucoup over James Jean-Marie, the senior out of Montreal in the Province du Québec. Aisi shoots the and one, too strong off the back iron. The rebound to Ezekiel Alley, the senior out of Tucson. Matador starters to round them out. We saw Aisi, and then the fifth man on the floor for CSUN is Brendan Herrick, the junior from Anaheim. Here's Thomas in front on the dribble, and a whistle.
And they're going to call Miles James with a foul. I mean, I think what happened was he was going to be beaten to his right, and he didn't want that to happen, and unfortunately picked up the foul.
Officials tonight, Jeff Ketchu, Wilson Howard, and Bill Vinovich. Here's Starks to inbound. Jean-Marie, front court right, looking for Alley, leaves it for Alley in front. Matadors look like they're out in the zone.
Yeah,
now.
They switched up on that inbound. They went to a 2-3 zone just to try to throw the pace off a little bit of the Vikings.
Under 10 is the shot clock. The backdoor cut, deflected out of bounds off of Khalid Thomas. Nice job by Thomas rotating over, Miles James, rotating over to impede Thomas on the baseline.
Yeah, I like the fact that the Matadors have switched that defense up just to throw the pace off of the Vikings.
2-0 CSUN. We've played just over a minute. This is Aisi out high. Wright looking inside on the right side. Swings it top of the circle for Brendan Herrick. Herrick dribbles down the left side of the lane, switches hands to the right hand, and lays it up and in.
How about that? Herrick going to his left, and I don't know that anybody expected him to drive to the basket because he's a catch-and-shoot kind of player.
Into the paint. Here's Alley hanging in the air. Misfires, grazes the front rim, and a whistle.
Well, the ball went out of bounds, and standing out of bounds with the ball that time was Elijah Hardy. So Hardy grabbing the rebound but stepped on the line.
Matadors have hit their first 2 shots. Alan, you mentioned at the outset they need to hit some shots. They've done it here in the early going, and you're encouraged by the fact that Brendan Herrick went up hard defensively. The steal is Thomas turns it over. James with a nice little step through and draws the foul.
I like the fact that James made absolutely sure that he kept his eyes on the rim, and that's why he was fouled, because if he takes his eyes off the rim, he probably shoots that and doesn't get fouled.
So the foul on Khalid Thomas, that's his second foul on the Vikings, and going to the free throw line is Miles James, the senior out of Inglewood. Played at Palm Beach State College and then Eastern Carolina. 37 games in 2 years at ECU. Was a 64% free throw shooter. Misfires. He was just 1 of 2. Shot his first free throws of the year last week against North Dakota State.
Yeah, the Matadors have missed 2 free throws so far.
Second free throw from James. That's nothing but net. And it's a 5-0 lead for the Matadors. Portland State AZ, they come in with a win against another Big West team, Cal Poly. That was at home last weekend. Alley with a touch. Carter hands it off to Thomas. Thomas to his right. They drop it down for Jean-Marie. Jean-Marie on the baseline against Aisi, backs off. He faces up and fires. Too strong off the back iron. Defensive rebound, Atten Wright.
Well, the Matadors will prefer that Jean-Marie take that shot.
Left-handed 3. In and out, oh, hard break. Nice hustle by James trying to knock it off of Carter, but no. Ball stays with Portland State.
Yeah, that ball was way down in there that time for Hardy, so I was surprised it came out. He was more surprised.
Here's Thomas. Check out, there's Carter. He'll shoot 3. Misfires to the right side, but look at James Jean-Marie there for the offensive rebound, and over the back goes Aisi.
Yeah, that's what he does. I talked about their ability to grab offensive boards, and they do a really good job. And that time, Jean-Marie just went up strong and created a foul with the contact on Aisi.
Aisi picks up his first, the second on the Matadors. Ezekiel Alley to trigger. Lobs to the right side for James Jean-Marie. Left corner, here's three for Alley. Bounds high off the back iron. The rebound clutched away by Herrick, off to Hardy for CSUN. Matadors up 5-0. We played about 3 minutes. Hardy calling out the offense. Working against Michael Starks, couple of Power 5 transfers. And then he turns it over. Here's Khalid Thomas to the basket. Oh, art break. Alley underneath, dispossessed, but a whistle on the Matadors.
Yeah, the Matadors, we talked about the turnovers. And look, playing in the passing lanes, that was just a beautiful steal that time by Thomas. I mean, he just made absolutely sure that he took his time and snatched that ball and was able to steal it.
Alley to the free throw line. And it rims out. Man, nothing going for Portland State. So 4 minutes and 6 seconds into this one. Check that. 3 minutes and 6 seconds into this one. They have not yet scored a point.
Yeah, but the Matadors really aren't taking great advantage of it. They're only up 5.
Alley, second free throw coming. That one goes through Swish, and it's a 5-1 game. First point of the game for Portland State. They'll start with pressure in the backcourt. Here's James. Left corner, here's three from Herrick. Rims out, running down in the corner. Starks gets it to Thomas. Jean-Marie on the baseline, working to his left. Has it dispossessed, the ball loose. Run down in the corner by Miles James for CSUN. And again, the Matadors turn it over. A little helter-skelter game as Carter goes up and he finishes.
Well, back-to-back well, I shouldn't say back-to-back turnovers, but the turnovers by Hardy, you know, he's not being strong with the basketball. You've got to know where the defenders are.
That's something that Portland State does well, AZ. They're very good getting in the lane. You mentioned earlier they force about 16 turnovers a game, and they turn the ball over a lot themselves, but they're able to convert opposing turnovers into points on the defensive side. And the Matadors again. Here's Michael Carter the third, denied by Aisi, but laid back up and in right into the hands of Marlon Ruffin. The junior from Madison, Wisconsin, transfer out of Omaha, has just checked in for Portland State. So it's a 5-5 game. The Matadors started on a 5-0 run, now a 5-0 run the other way for Portland State. Here's Hardy to the basket, crawling on the back of the rim, rolls out, tipped around. Alley comes away with it for Portland State. Here come the Vikings. Alley into the lane. Reverses the top of the circle for Ruffin. Ruffin left side, quick touch, left corner. Carter looking inside. James Jean-Marie working against Aisi, spins to the bucket, and an offensive foul on Jean-Marie. That'll be number 2 on James Jean-Marie.
Yeah, that
or
time.
Numero 2 in his native language.
Yes, and that time what he did was he just hooked. He hooked the defender trying to get to the basket. And turnovers, both teams right now aren't being strong with the basketball.
Couple of substitutions coming in for Portland State. Ian Burke, the 6'5 junior out of Phoenix, transfer from Seattle. He prepped at Brophy Prep. And Jacob Iman, the 6'10 sophomore from Los Al for Portland State. We'll get our first look at Kalen Rains for the Matadors. He's the 6'6 sophomore out of San Diego. Aisi to his left, now spins right, and a whistle underneath.
Yeah, they're going to call a foul. Aisi did a good job making sure that he didn't dip and lower his shoulder into his defender. And so that time he made sure that Iman picked up the foul.
So Iman picks up the foul, and Darius Bean also in for the Matadors. Bean, the 6'3 senior from Carbondale, Illinois. Transfer from Northern Illinois. Mid-range from the corner, too short, but bounce to the left side. Here's Alley in the transition. Carter with a nice move, too nice a move. Drag the back foot.
Well, right now the Matadors have been on 5 points for a long time, and they're missing some good open shots. And I talked about the high percentage of open shots that they have to miss. And right now, layups and open jumpers aren't falling for them.
Renewal of rivalries, we talked about it in the open a little bit. Both CSUN and Portland State in the Big Sky between 1996 and 2001. Over those 5 seasons, CSUN was 7-3 against the Vikings. Bean trying to drop it off. Instead, he'll kick it out. Left corner, Hardy with 10 to shoot. James catch and shoot. Karem's long rebound run down by Ian Burke for Portland State. Carter outside. Quick touch for Ruffin, cycles it to the left for Alley. Carter breaking it down, using the backboard. Oh, hard break as it rolls out. 5 apiece, under 14 minutes to play in the first half. James to the basket, up against Iman. The ball knocked away and taken away by the Vikings. Wheeling middle of the floor, Alley. Alley all the way down, off the window, and yes, 7-0 run for Portland State.
No, the Matadors didn't stop the basketball. They just allowed him to actually take the free alley all the way down to the lane.
The Matadors down 7-5. Here's Hardy. Hardy being guarded by Ian Burke. Gets it inside to Miles James. James on the baseline. Oh, in and out. Hard break on that one again. A lot of iron being drawn by both teams. Alley coast to coast. Spins it up, no. Tip by Iman, no. First look at Fidelis Okereke for the Matadors. 6'6" sophomore from L.A. Carson to be exact. King drew high, and Atten Wright also back in. Right wing, Kalen Raines. Working against Ruffin. Raines to the baseline. Back out, right wing, Atten Wright for CSUN. Gray with a high screen to his left, Atten Wright. Here's Gray left side. Gray underneath, and an offensive foul. How about that?
Turnovers are happening for the Matadors. They've been stuck on 5 for more than 5 minutes, it seems. And offensively, as we mentioned, the offense is where the Matadors struggle. They will give effort on defense, but they have a lot of trouble scoring the basketball.
The freshman out of Carson, Paris Dawson, steps in and draws the charge. And the Matadors, you're right, AZ, they're scoreless over the last 5:22. Here's Paris Dawson. Left of center, Marlon Ruffin spins to his right, to the basket, and lays it up and in.
That was just a nice move, and that's what the Matadors have to do. They've got to get inside and finish their bunnies.
9-5 Portland State. Big Sky rivalry renewed. We mentioned 10 plays in the Big Sky. Right baseline, this is Okereke against Iman. Trying to back him down to his left, into the left corner. Three-pointer for Atten Wright. Can't connect. Offensive rebound, though, and the sin of putting it to the floor, but off to Bean. Nice hustle. That was a good play by Okereke. Lost the ball, stayed with it, got it to Bean for the layup.
And that's what you have to do. You've got to have extra effort. You've got to overachieve.
Portland State basketball. This is Paris Dawson into the paint. Burke off to Ruffin. Ruffin kind of stumbles down but keeps his dribble and puts it up and in. What strong play. Strong take to the bucket by Marlon Ruffin.
And that could have been an and one because I thought he got hit on that layup attempt.
11-7 Portland State out on top of the Matadors. Here's Atten Wright working against Ian Burke. Left side, Gray, and dispossessed by Michael Starks.
Back-to-back turnovers by Gray.
Starks kind of a defensive ace all the way down. Now this time he's denied by Okereke. Underneath it bounces off of Fidelis. Hustling is Darius Bean to get it for the Matadors. Gray with a touch. Left wing three from Atten Wright. Oh, around the orange, off the backboard, no.
Yeah, that's the type of shot that's got to fall, though. That's a good look at a three, and Atten Wright is their three-point shooter.
Under 11 minutes to play in the first half. Portland State up 4. Here's Starks, the Georgia transfer. Here's Burke, the Seattle transfer. 9 players for Portland State have played on other Division I institutions. 4 to shoot. Starks, top of the circle. Dawson pulls the trigger. Misfires to the right. Iman tries to tap it back, but right to Kalen Raines for CSUN. Wright running the point, gets it over to Burke, nearly turned over. Kalen Raines, Johnny on the spot for the Matadors. Darius Bean, Okereke, faces Iman up. Underneath, strong to the basket, a foul, and he'll go to the line. Well, I like what I've seen. And Okereke swishes down the first free throw. Fidelis on the year was just 2 of 4 from the line, averaging 4.3 points and 3.3 rebounds in about 16 and a half minutes. Last year in 31 attempts, he was a 61% free throw shooter, and he made them both. Matadors to within a bucket.
Those are important free throws. Right now, the Matadors and the, and the Vikings, they aren't playing strong basketball. They're just turning the ball over. And this is a game only a mom and dad can really love.
11-9. Well, you're a dad, so you love this game.
Yep.
Here's Carter. Came to Portland State from Long Beach, so he's familiar with the Matadors and the Big West. Spins to his right and then turns it over. Hardy, middle of the floor. He's the former Viking. Off to right, running the floor. Right double clutch, can't finish. Offensive rebound, Miles James. Out to Hardy. Right wing, into the right corner for Atten Wright to his left. Here's Herrick, launch the three. Matadors move the ball beautifully. Brendan Herrick splashes down with a tray.
And those are the type of shots that they have to hit. You've got an open look. You have to drain it.
So CSUN now on a run. They take the lead 12-11 as we're under 10 minutes to play first half. Carter has been hot recently for the Vikings, had 20 against Cal Poly. Alley on the right side. Paris Dawson for Portland State. Under 10 on the shot clock. In fact, down to 6 for the Vikings. The lob inside. Okereke there. Oh, nice play underneath.
Yeah, that time the Matadors lost their man defensively. Okereke did, and an easy layup for the Vikings.
Trey Wood with the strong bucket for Portland State. So 13-12, Matadors down 1. Hardy running the point, right wing, this is Herrick. Miles James turns and faces. James put to the floor, James into the paint. The fall away from about 12 was an air ball, caught by Khalid Thomas on the way down.
Yeah, that time James didn't shoot that ball with confidence. He had a little man on him. You got to shoot it with confidence, Mr. James.
Thomas, the Arizona State transfer. Left of center, here's Alley lining it up the three. Off to the right, Matadors, Hardy and Okereke fighting over the defensive rebound. One other thing common between these two teams, Alan, they last made the NCAA tournament the same year back in 2009. That was your good friend Robert Braswell at the helm for the Matadors at the time. Atten Wright, deep three left side. Oh, in and out. Defensive rebound, Thomas for the Vikings. Long pass ahead for Trey Wood from Michael Carter. Wood working underneath against Okereke. Carter thought about the three, but here's Hardy. Now he'll shoot. Misfires to the right side. Defensive rebound, Miles James for the Matadors. 13-12, Portland State still out in front. His dribble, but the Matadors take it away. Long pass from Hardy ahead to right, looking for Herrick, but throws it over the first row. Turnover for the Matadors.
My goodness gracious, these teams right now, they act as if the basketball is not their friend. Each team turning the ball over far too many times.
8 turnovers for each team. 8 for the Matadors, 8 for the Vikings. 13-12, Portland State on top. Alley wheels and now kicks it back out for Paris Dawson. And now here's James nearly coming up with another turnover, but Khalid Thomas runs it down for Portland State. Burke with a touch, and he resets with Ezekiel Alley. Using the screen to find the righteous path to his right is Ezekiel. Top of the circle, Paris Dawson down the right side of the lane. Here's the runner short off the front rim. Tapped over by Ace, run down by Dawson. Left wing three, Thomas nails it.
That happens, the ball goes inside, and an open three-point shooter gets a good look. And now back up by 4 are the Vikings.
Paris Dawson made that possible with his hustle play underneath. Dawson, the freshman from Carson, California, prepped at Centennial High in Corona, though. 16-14 Portland State. Right front court right for the Matadors. Working against Alley. Herrick hit one earlier. They'd like to see him splash one down again, but the shot clock is down to 7. Right to his left. Atten. Fall away, yes.
He cleared some space with his body. He didn't lower his shoulder enough to get an offensive foul called.
So the Matadors with a bucket there, and it's 16-14. Atten Wright on the board for CSUN, his first make on the evening. Portland State up 2 with possession, and then Miles James goes for the steal and then wraps up the foul and confesses. He raised his hand after making the foul.
Yeah, he knew he went for the steal, and once he didn't get it, he didn't want to be beat to the rim, so he grabbed Thomas.
James Jean-Marie Retourné for Portland State. Also back into the game is Marlon Ruffin. Ruffin, the 6'5 junior from Madison, Wisconsin, transferred from Omaha to Portland State. Both teams picking up a lot of players through the portal this year, AZ.
They're having to pick up some players.
Ruffin right as center. To his left, underneath. Over Bean, no. The ball bounding around underneath. Burke finally picks it off. Right wing three, Khalid Thomas. This time he's short. And Bean secures the defensive board for the Matadors. under 6 minutes to play here in the first half. Bean all the way down. Nobody stopped him, and he draws the foul.
And that's what you do. If no one's going to stop you, continue your dribble drive. Don't give the basketball up until you're stopped, and that was a smart play by Bean.
You know, it's interesting. Bean is a little bit different than the last two kind of rim-to-rim guys we had. I mean, the guy I always remember, obviously, is AP Aaron Parks, and he was built like a strong safety. Bean a little more slight, a little more kind of, you know, jumping in and out, but he's got the quickness, he's got the athleticism to get coast to coast. Carbondale, Illinois kid. Every part of the rim and it goes down. Iron kind to Darius Bean on that one.
Oh, yeah, he needs to make sure that he sends a Christmas gift to that rim.
Well, you know what they say, though? You make your own luck, right?
Yep.
You play hard, you hustle underneath, and you get those bounces.
Yep, well, I tell you what, then this one should be a swish, right?
Oh, we jinxed him. Broadcaster jinx in full effect, but Aisi keeps it alive, and Herrick runs it down on a whistle on a foul.
And that time Herrick was held, so we're going to see. Yeah, is that going to be free throws for the Matadors, 1-1?
It should be 1-1.
For Mr. Herrick.
So Brendan Herrick will get a chance to shoot 1+1. Bill Vinovich confirming our suspicions. Great to have, always great to have Bill in the Matadome.
Yeah, I'm actually, the playoffs are a little ways away, so Bill for football, so Bill can, you know, he can take his time and play, you know, call some basketball games.
Two-time Super Bowl referee, right?
Yeah,
Bill Vinovich.
He's
and let me tell you something, folks. The first man he came over and said hello to, the man to my left, Alan Zinsmeister.
Well, he knows the old guys. He's just respectful.
He knows you're a football guy. First free throw from Herrick, swish, and he'll get a bonus.
Well, the Matadors have been struggling from the free throw line, so it's nice to see that one go straight through.
That's just Eric's second free throw attempt on the year. He's 2 for 2. Matadors tie the score. Oh, and we jinxed him again. Bangs off the back iron. The defensive rebound to Ian Burke for Portland State. 16 apiece. Near 5 minutes remaining in the first half, Portland State and CSUN. To say it was a clinic today would be just completely untrue, but both teams digging in, fighting hard, Alan.
Yeah, and they're doing it on the defensive end, getting the ball, turning over the basketball, so you have to give them credit for that.
7 to shoot for Portland State. Burke into the corner to Ruffin. Ruffin with a jab step, but Bean staying right in front of him. He goes down and the shot clock expires.
That's just great defense that time by the Matadors. They're really getting into the offensive players, not allowing them to go to their strong hand, and so it paid off that time with another turnover.
Trent Johnson was fired up by that defense. He got out on the floor, was exalting Darius Bean. And it's a 16 apiece game as we near the 5-minute mark as Hardy brings it across. Here's Atten Wright looking inside. Herrick in front for the Matadors. Backdoor cut from Hardy. Reverses it out. Right wing catch and shoot 3 from Wright, and that splashes down.
Inside out is the best way to hit a three-point shot. Dribble drive inside, kick it to the open shooter. Nice look for that time by Mr. Wright.
Portland State now scoreless for about 2 minutes. The Matadors out on top 19-16. Here's Carter, and there's Atten Wright takes it away. And a whistle and a foul on Carter. How about that?
You know, Carter was disappointed that that little guy got underneath him and knocked that ball away. So Atten Wright is going to go to the free throw line, and I don't blame Michael Carter III. He felt real comfortable when he had the basketball, and all of a sudden the hands from Wright reached in there and poked that ball away.
Let's look at it again. Trying to get that swim-through move, and Atten just got ball. That's all that happened.
Yes,
he got a hand on the ball. That easily could have been a foul on Atten Wright, but he got the hand on the basketball. Right to the free throw line, shooting 1+1. Second foul on Carter, the 9th on the Vikings. And Wright will get a bonus. Matadors up 4, 20-16.
Their largest lead was 5, and let's see if Mr. Wright can match that largest lead if he's able to hit the second free throw.
Atten with 6 points now. And he's a guy that CSUN really needs to get going. And that's his first miss, Allen, in 34 attempts. That ends a string of 34 straight free throws for Atten Wright. But the Matadors get the offensive rebound. Hardy, mid-range. Short to the left. Bean fighting for the rebound, but Ruffin away with it for the Vikings of Portland State. Here's Michael Starks. He's a junior out of Miami by way of the University of Georgia. Alley with a touch. Here's Ian Burke, the Seattle transfer. He's to his right on the dribble. Jean Marie working up against Aisi, and he traveled. And the Matador basketball. Here's Hardy bringing it across for the Matadors. 20-16 Allen. Remember that turnover we saw for the Matadors that made it 8 turnovers apiece since then. 4 turnovers for Portland State, none for the Matadors as Hardy cans the mid-range jumper.
And the Matadors now are trying to take advantage of those turnovers by scoring off of them.
Largest lead of the game for CSUN, 6 points. Burke thought about a long 3. He'll leave for Ezekiel Alley to his right, down the right side of the lane. Strong move off the window, no. The tip, no. There's going to be a foul called on the floor.
Well, that'll be the 16th foul on the Matadors, and I'm quite sure that Coach Colburn was telling the officials it was 9-5. So Matadors that time got a foul called on them.
The foul on Hardy. That's second foul on Elijah Hardy. As Allen mentioned, the 6th foul on CSUN. Starks lobs deep. Here's Ruffin in front. Left wing, Burke, bounce pass into the corner. Back to Burke, lines up the 3. Off to the right side. Long rebound corralled by Hardy, taking it away from Ruffin. Elijah Hardy right up the middle of the floor to the free throw line. Left-handed mid-range, grazes the front of the rim. James Jean-Marie brings down the rebound. Ruffin to his left. Oh, wow, pretty move.
Yeah, to his left. Shot it with his right hand going away from the basket, was able to knock it down.
If he was a quarterback, we'd say he kind of threw it behind him, but it was enough because he was past the rim when he tossed it up, and it rolled down 22-18, ending a run for the Matadors. CSUN had gone on a 10-0 run. They just broke up there, and the Matadors turn it over again. Alley pushing up the middle of the floor. Trying to look for Thomas, but Hardy there to take it away. Hardy for Wright. Right ahead of the field, spins it up, no, but a foul, he'll go to the line.
You know, Adden Wright knows how to create the contact. He knows how to lean in at the right time to create the contact and then flip it off the backboard.
They're shooters and they're scorers, and some guys are both, and Adden Wright is definitely both. He is a shooter when he's on, but he very definitely is a scorer. He understands positioning and spacing and what's going to happen in anticipation. That's so much of it.
He has a scorer's mentality, that's for sure. He's always thinking about putting that ball in the hoop.
He swishes that one. The foul, that one was on Ian Burke, his second, the 10th on the Vikings, and he just ended a streak of 34 straight free throws. The record for the Matadors is 42 by Terrell Gomez. But Gomez, remember, after he missed that free throw to end that 42-game streak, hit 39 of his next 40. And Wright has hit 2 more.
Well, anytime you could be mentioned in the same breath when it comes to free throws as Terrell Gomez, I think Adden Wright is doing something correctly.
Matadors by 6 as we near 2 minutes to play in the first half. Iman off to Alley. Alley dancing against Wright. Left wing. Here's Starks. He'll back off on the dribble. Being guarded by Kalen Rains. Down the right side, Starks kicks to the left corner. Sweeping to the basket is Dawson against Rains, and he puts it up and in.
Yeah, that was just a nice, strong
ball there, up 4, 24-20. Wright, Herrick on the floor with Darius Bean, Onyi Aisi, and Kalen Rains. Wright working against Starks in front. Starks just a defensive stopper. That's his game. It's been his game since he was in high school at Miami. He prepped at Palmetto High. Outside left, about 28 feet out is Wright. 7 to shoot. Launches the deep 3. Short to the left side, but follows his shot. Puts it up and in. And the foul.
Well, that's what happens. You know when your shot is short, and Wright knew it. He followed it after he released it. It went right back into his hands, and then he, as the scorer mentality that he has, put it right up again.
So Wright with the bucket has 10. He's in double figures. He'll get the and 1. Wright 3 of 4 from the line on the evening. Started his high school career at Lakewood High, ended at Fairmont Prep in Orange County, and he sinks the and 1 on the Matadors. Their largest lead of the game, 7.
Well, right now for the Matadors, what they want to continue to do is just keep playing tough defense. That's what's keeping them in this ball game and have them with the lead is the defense.
90 ticks to play in the first half. Alley into the left corner for Burke. Burke circles back to the free throw line. Bounce pass right corner. Alley underneath, shut off by Bean, and Bean knocks it away. Aisi ends up with it for CSUN. Matadors up 7, bringing it back the other way. Front court left. This is Darius Bean. Bean to the bucket against Iman. Denied. Ball still loose, running around. Picked up off the floor by Herrick. Herrick, the leaner from about 12, is going to be short, trying to save it. He saves it right to Burke. Ruffin in the lane. Ruffin back to Burke, running the two-man break, no, but free throws coming up for Ian Burke.
Yeah, that time the Matadors had a really good chance of scoring, and great rebounding and effort by them, but not able to score. And now coming down, Mr. Burke will have a couple of free throws.
Burke's 62nd career game at Portland State, averaging about 19 minutes a game. This year, 5.6 points, 3.5 rebounds in about 22 minutes, and he sinks the first one. Burke, limited sample on the year, was a 5 of 8, 62% free throw shooter. 22 games last year, shot 74%. Started 18 of his 22 games last season. Makes them both 5-point game. Here comes the pressure from the Vikings. Under a minute to play first half. Matadors up 5. On the left side, Darius Bean into the double team. Herrick, middle of the floor handling. Gets it to Kalen Raines. They'll restart front court right with Atten Wright. We'll see some. Nine to shoot for the Matadors. Shot clock down to 6. Wright finds Raines. Back to Wright. 1 to shoot. Let's fly. Back iron, no. Bounds right, picked up by Michael Starks. Now Portland State will hold for the last shot. Starks using the screen to his left, all the way down to the basket. Over Aisi, can't finish. The tip by Iman, no, and a foul on the floor with 2 6/10 of a second to play.
Yeah, Iman made a mistake that time. He was trying to get the offensive rebound putback, and he went over the back. And even though he's much longer, that time Bean had good positioning for the rebound and created that contact.
Iman, the Los Alamitos product, came to Portland State. One of 2 players to play at Fullerton College. Bean to the line. And Darius Bean makes the free throw. He split his pair last time, league back to 6 for the Matadors.
Yeah, Darius, that time that free throw was very flat, but it went over the front of the rim and in through the hoop.
Made both his free throws against North Dakota State.
It's lucky, and Noah and Asia.
The football history is Ezekiel Alley on the floor with James Jean-Marie, Khalid Thomas, and Ezekiel Alley, the starting 5 for Portland State. For the Matadors, Atten Wright, who's handling it right now. Elijah Hardy on the floor with Brendan Herrick, Onya Aisi, and Miles James. Hardy, the mid-range, misfires to the left side. Defensive rebound, Jean-Marie.
That's a nice shot by Hardy, just not able to make it. But he loves going to his left and shooting that shot.
Lobbing it inside for Jean-Marie, but right there is Miles James, and he turns it over. 15th turnover for the Vikings. Hardy back the other way. Thought about it, did Herrick, but now resets with Atten Wright for CSUN. Matadors looking to be patient. Left wing, this time Herrick will let fly. That's short, but tapped out by Aisi. Herrick right down the lane, the floater is good.
That time he followed his missed shot after a tip out by Aisi.
Starks to Alley. Thomas cycles it to Carter. Ezekiel Alley on the drive. Trying to drop it underneath to the big fella. Ball loose on the floor. Hardy hustling with it. Taking it away is Starks. Starks nearly turns it over. Khalid Thomas on the floor for it. Ball still alive. Alley with it for Portland State. Starks to the basket. Draws the foul on Miles James.
Well, Miles James, all he had to do was have his hand straight up in the air, but he reached down and created that contact. If he leaves his hand straight up, the officials won't call that foul against him, and that's his 3rd foul. So that was just not playing smart defense that time.
Miles James, one of the transfers for the Matadors. We talked about the 9 former Division I guys for Portland State. The Matadors bought in some players out of the portal. Onye Aisi, Elijah Hardy, Darius Bean, along with Miles James, Christian Gray, also one of those players. Here's Starks to the line. Just 2 free throws so far on the season, 1 for 2. First one is too strong off the back iron. Starks played last year at Georgia, averaged just under 6 minutes in 18 games. Didn't attempt a free throw. Came to Georgia from Eastern Florida College, where he played in the 2019 NCAA Elite 8, and he makes 1 of 2. Splits the pair, does Michael Starks. 31-23, Matadors by 8. Herrick trapped in the backcourt, looking for some help.
The game well tonight, too.
Matadors ball. Hardy, the former Viking. Right of center, here's Atten Wright. Baseline, Aisi. Backing it down to his left, spins it up, yes.
Yeah, that's the first time he was able to really get a chance to turn over his right shoulder.
Aisi with the hook shot for the bucket, and he's been effective for the Matadors. Onya Aisi coming in averaging 10.4 points per game, and came off that 19-point performance for the Matadors against North Dakota State. Carter, right side of the lane against Herrick. Double clutch, can't finish. Fighting for it are Jean-Marie and Aisi. Aisi thought it went off of James Jean-Marie, but the foul, but the Bill Vinovich there and saying it's going to be Vikings ball.
By that time, the Matadors, if you grab it with two hands, you probably have a better chance of, rebounding that.
So Herrick leaves. Darius Bean back for CSUN. Bean, the 6'3" senior.
And there's another question in regards to the shot clock. They're saying, did the ball hit the rim? I thought it hit the rim. They're saying that maybe the basketball didn't hit the rim. They may have to take a look at it just to verify because it's been reset to 20.
Video official tonight is Fred Turner, longtime local high school official, both basketball and football. And, I know Fred obviously from working here at the Matadome and in the Big West. A couple of years ago was calling, let's get a look at it on the replay here. So Carter takes it to the basket, backboarded to get rim. Yeah, it looks like it got rim there. Starks to trigger for Portland State. He'll lob deep for Alley on the left side.
And Matadors once again go to the zone just to try to switch things up.
Alley in front. Carter in the paint. 7 on the shot clock. Double clutch. Draws the foul on Aisi.
Yeah, you've got to stay down. Aisi's got the height advantage. You've got to stay down. And that time, the nice head fake, though, that time by Carter to draw the foul.
Michael Carter III, the junior from Seattle, Washington, O'Day High School product, started his career at UW, missed Elijah Hardy by a year, and then transferred to South Dakota State, but ended up playing his last 2 years at Long Beach State for Dan Munson in the Big West. Swishes the first one through.
And he's a good free throw shooter, and seeing that ball go through for him will probably get him hot in this second half because he was cold in the first half, but sometimes you step to the free throw line, make a couple free throws, and now the basket seems like it's pretty wide open for you.
Yeah, he only had 2 in the first half. He's kind of coming around, had 14 against Weber State, and then had 20 in the win against Cal Poly, and it's down to 8 for the Matadors. 33-25, CSUN by 8, and the pressure has worked for Portland State, so they're going to put it on again. Here's Hardy. Middle of the floor. They thought he went back court, but he was straddling that middle line before he buffed the ball across. Right side, right for CSUN. All the way down underneath is Atten Wright. Short jumper on the baseline.
How about that? He was basically behind the backboard, but he has such a soft touch, and he's a scorer, and he was able to knock that down.
Atten Wright puts it down. He's got 13 for the Matadors. Alley and a foul out high. Jeff Ketchu with the call. Atten Wright whistled on that one.
That's 3 team fouls on the Matadors, none for the Vikings.
So second foul on Atten Wright. Okereke checks in. Aisi will leave the floor. Fidelis gave the Matadors, he only played 5 minutes in the first half, but gave really good energy down underneath.
Matadors once again on an inbound play going to the 2-3 zone.
10-point lead for CSUN as we near 17 minutes to play in regulation. Khalid Thomas down to the corner. Darius Bean had a hand on it.
They're going to call a foul. Looks like they're going to call a foul on Alley. Alley maybe have grabbed him.
Bill Vinovich there with the call. We got to look at Trent Johnson. First on Alley, the first on the Vikings here in the second half. Hardy brings it across. Wright's been on fire for the Matadors. Here's Christian Gray who's checked in. Gray, the 6'6" grad transfer out of Fresno State. Hardy crosses over to his right. Out to the right wing. Catch and shoot 3 from Atten Wright. Skips over the rim, but there's Gray for the offensive rebound. Gray, some tough mudding underneath, has it stripped away from him, but the Matadors keep possession.
Well, that's what Gray can give you, second and third chances with offensive rebounds. He's got a big body. He normally carves out space with those wide shoulders, and that time he's able to grab an offensive board.
Good to see Paris Dawson back in the game. Remember, he hit the floor hard. Looked like he landed on his arm. He was favoring his arm as he went off the floor. Seems to be okay. He's the freshman out of Centennial High in Corona. Hardy in front for CSUN. Shot clock down to 10. Long two. Off to the right. Defensive rebound, Khalid Thomas for Portland State. Up the left side comes Michael Starks. Thomas is 6'10", but he can shoot it. Starks, using the screen, nearly loses his balance. Shot clock down to 10. Starks down. Get up a shot. James Jean-Marie on the baseline working against Okereke. Flings it up with 2 seconds on the clock and a foul on Fidelis Okereke.
And that's just not a smart foul. I mean, you've got a man who's falling away from the basket, taking a tough shot. You contest with high hands and you don't swing down.
So the first on Fidelis, the fourth team foul on the Matadors here in half number 2. James Jean-Marie, the senior from Montreal, Province du Québec. But well-traveled young fella. First free throw on the way, swish. A 69% free throw shooter on the year. Last year in 21 games for Hawaii, shot 77%. Finished up at the Jean Mance School in Canada in 2016. Played at the Athos Academy in Texas in 2017 as he rattles that one home. 2018 played at Indian Hills Community College in Iowa. 2019 played at Navarro College in Texas. 2020 played with San Diego. 2021 with Hawaii. And 2021-22 here with Portland State. A lot of air miles for that young fella.
Yeah, he gets around.
35-27, Matadors by 8. Christian Gray down underneath. Easy offensive foul call.
Yeah, Gray that time he extended his arm, and so it was easy. Gray was out the last game, so he's a little rusty. And right now the Matadors need Gray to be able to get some scoring for him. But Christian that time made it an easy call for the official.
Yeah, missed a couple again. I think he played about 3 minutes against Boise State and couldn't answer the bell against North Dakota State. So the last full game he played, I believe, was at Fresno State, correct?
Yes.
35-27, Matadors by 8 as we near 15 minutes remaining here in regulation. Michael Carter III out front working against Darius Bean. Lob back door, and Jean-Marie wasn't aware of it. Right back the other way, all the way, coast to coast, puts it up, and the foul underneath. Burke trying to draw the offensive foul, but Wright go to the free throw line.
Once again, I mentioned Wright knows how to create contact. He's got a scorer's mentality. He made sure that he kind of contorted his body to where he was going around Mr. Burke, and Burke with the blocking call.
If you're with us on the ESPN Plus side, we apologize. The correct score is 35-27. So Matadors by 8, and going to the free throw line is Atten Wright, and that's number 36 for the Matadors. It's now 36-27 for CSUN, and Atten Wright having himself a day. He's got 14, and it's 5 of 6 from the free throw line. Earlier, we saw his first miss in 35 attempts. He'd made 34 in a row, and he started a new streak right after that. Now the Matadors in earnest up by 10, 37-27. Carter left to right. Here's Dawson, back to Carter on the Portland State side. Carter to the top of the circle. Restarts, working against Bean. To his left, poked away by Okereke. Bean back the other way for CSUN. Darius to the right wing. Hardy into the corner. Catch and shoot 3 for Wright, and it goes down.
Excellent pass that time by Hardy, and a beautiful pass also by Darius Bean to set that three-pointer up.
Lead swells to 13 for the Matadors. 18 points for Atten Wright. Paris Dawson back the other way with a quick deuce for the Vikings.
Yeah, that's a little bit too easy. The Matadors allowing, after they make a bucket, just a layup to happen.
So 40-29 in favor of CSUN. Here's Hardy right side. Hardy to the baseline. Skips left corner. Rising up for 3 is Bean, and it goes down.
That's his first three-point make, and he has to feel so good about that.
Crypto to Venmo. Convert that cash, young fella. Lead to 14 for the Matadors. 43-29. Burke in front, one dribble. Carter thought about the 3, then holstered it. Hunter with a quick touch. Back to Khalid Hunter, right wing 3. Too strong back iron. Offensive rebound, Paris Dawson underneath. Denied by Okereke. Fidelis the rim protector there for the Matadors. 43-29, scoreboard is now correct. CSUN by 14. And Burke fighting for it, takes it away, and is immediately fouled by his old teammate, Isaiah Hardy.
Yeah, Isaiah that time.
Actually, Elijah Hardy.
Elijah Hardy that time just, he didn't want to create the foul, but Bean that time got kind of tied up at the center court and didn't know what to do with the basketball.
So third personal on Elijah, the 16th foul on the Matadors.
And plenty of time left, so free throws will be shot by the Vikings. That's how they can get back in this ball game, by going to the free throw line.
Marlon Ruffin, the junior from Madison, back in for Portland State. Paris Dawson to his left on the dribble. Jean-Marie to the left baseline. Top of the circle, Ruffin hands off to Dawson. Dawson into the paint. Ruffin thought about 3, 4 to shoot, 2 to shoot now. Dawson against Bean. Dawson flings it up, no, and the violation.
That's the second shot clock violation the Matadors have caused, so their defense has stayed consistent in the second half.
You know, we look at Fidelso Carrique. What I liked about that is he played through the buzzer. He was still battling Jean-Marie underneath for that defensive rebound. Good to see that he is engaged tonight. Pressure coming from the Vikings. Bean in the backcourt with Herrick and Atten Wright. Matadors break the press to the right side for Atten Wright. You know, over the last couple of years, AZ, we've been spoiled because teams really haven't been able to press the Matadors because they always had multiple point guards on the floor.
Exactly. You know, when you've got a Darius Brown II, you don't worry about that.
That's a foul on Ezekiel Alley against Darius Bean. Well, I'm talking about, 2 years ago we had 3 point guards because you had Elijah Harkless, Terrell Gomez, and then you had Darius. And then last year you had both Darius and TJ Starks, who were essentially point guards. So it was never really much of an issue when the Matadors were pressured.
Well, the Matadors right now, they're going to have to try to make a point guard out of Atten Wright.
43-29, Matadors with the ball up 14, under 13 minutes to play in regulation. Bean with a little bit of trouble. Gives it up to Kalen Raines, who's just come in. Raines against Ruffin in the offensive foul.
That was as easy as Bill Benovich will ever see. I mean, Raines just literally just threw his arm out and pushed him off, and all he had to do was just dribble the basketball.
It's one thing to run a stop sign, AZ. It's another thing to do it right in front of a black and white Crown Vic, right?
Exactly. So they have to put in Hardy. Hardy's going to have to play with 3 fouls.
43-29, Matadors by 14, Portland State basketball. Been a pretty good defensive performance for CSUN, holding the Vikings to under 30. Vikings came in averaging 70 points per game. Sweeping to the right side is Alley. Here's Ruffin in front. Ruffin to the left, trying to drop it off underneath to Jean-Marie. You know, the Matadors, whoever did the scout, I think what you said, Coach Tiff did the scout.
Yes.
They've done a great job on James Jean-Marie.
And I tell you what, Darius Bean has done a great job with getting deflections. The deflections really help, and it makes you start your offense all over again.
You know, what was the game? A couple of games ago, we kind of saw him finally kind of figure out, and he's just been playing with more confidence game to game to game since then. How about the last 3 or 4 games?
And that's what we talked about. It's about confidence.
Matadors up 14. Ruffin, just from outside the lane, will put that up and in. Marlon Ruffin with a bucket, came in averaging 11.5 points a game. So Ruffin drains that one. Didn't start today. He's now in double figures with 10 for Portland State. Wonder what that was about in terms of him not starting. I don't know if Coach Cobra wanted to go small, or maybe they just wanted to play him off the bench. Okereke nearly has it go out of bounds, but he saves it to Bean. Darius down the baseline, fights it up. No offensive rebound. Okereke kicks back to the corner 3 from Herrick, and it goes down.
In the side out will make the 3-point shot so much easier to make.
Convert that cash, young fella. Lead back to 15 for the Matadors. Alley down the lane. Trying to drop it off to Jean-Marie, but Paris Dawson comes up with it and puts it up and in.
Yeah, that was a very fortunate bounce that time for the Vikings.
Here comes the pressure from Dawson. They'll back off as they get it into Hardy. Hardy, right sideline. Amble, dribble, crosses midcourt. Right side, Atten Wright. Atten's been hot tonight. Wright with 18 on 5 of 12 shooting from the floor. Wright underneath, mid-range. Short to the right side. Defensive rebound cleared by Paris Dawson for Portland State. Dawson up the middle of the floor, picked up by Bean. All the way down underneath. Okereke with a piece of it, right into the hands of Jean-Marie. I don't know, I'm going to take this the wrong way. You know what it reminds me of? The actress Danielle Spencer from Different Strokes. She played Dee. Used to wear her hair like that. I think she's a local LA girl.
Yep.
And that one rolls in and out. Defensive rebound, brought down by Herrick for CSUN. 46-34. Matadors by 12, 1 of 2 for Jean Marie. Under 11 minutes to play in regulation. Atten Wright, he's been the man tonight for CSUN, Allen, and seems to be getting more confident each game as Herrick lets fly. Calls bank on that one. Crypto to Venmo, my friend. Convert that cash, Brendan.
Well, he was due because he had been cold for the last 2 ball games, so he was due to have some good fortune.
You know, we were talking with Coach Johnson about that. As Jean Marie underneath, nice pump fake and nice move. I must have fired him up with the D comment from what's happening.
Yeah. He's like, I'll show you. D can't shoot it like that.
Yeah, okay, funny man. Let me drop 20 now. 49-36. Matadors by 13, and they turn it over. Ruffin, middle of the floor. Ruffin kicks to the right corner. Dawson pulls the trigger, air ball. But Ian Burke on the other side, reverse layup left to right. Lays it up and in.
The turnover now, that hurt the Matadors, and now they're only up 11.
49-38, under 10 minutes to play. Here comes the pressure. The Matadors haven't had, they've had a little bit of trouble with this pressure. Hardy trying to cross over, finally gets it across. Wide open is Atten Wright, but Ruffin gets out to him, right to the bucket, takes it up and in.
That's a scorer's mentality. Don't settle for the 3. Get into the lane and score it. That's how you attack a press, too. You got to attack a press to score.
The Matadors managing this lead. They're up 13 as we're under 10 minutes to play in regulation. Jean Marie seems to have caught fire. Here's the 15-footer.
Yep.
Nothing but nylon on that one.
You hit a couple free throws, and it looks much bigger, that basket.
Here comes the pressure. Bean in the backcourt sends it ahead to Wright. Wright with the dribble. You got to respect everything. He's been hitting shots tonight. Knocked away by Ruffin. Wright with 20 points tonight. 6 of 14 from the floor. 6 of 7 from the free throw line. Atten's career high 22 last year on January 17th against Cal State Fullerton. So Jean Marie will get a seat. Back is Iman, the 6'10 sophomore. Bean to trigger. Having some trouble. He'll lob it instead for Herrick and turns it over. Burke lobs it ahead for Ruffin. There's Okereke challenging him in. Ruffin lays it up and in. He wanted the and one.
Yeah, the turnover's hurting the Matadors right now. This press is giving the Matadors trouble.
Under 9 minutes to play in regulation. The lead down to 9. Herrick in the front court for CSUN. And Hardy will take control. Okereke underneath against Iman draws the foul.
Yeah, Okereke needs to make these free throws right now. 8:33 left in regulation, and Matadors right now getting sped up. Good defensive effort by the Vikings. They are doing a really good job of turning the Matadors over, getting the pace the way they want it. The Matadors want to slow it down, and the Vikings say, no, we're going to press the rest of the game.
And that's when you can tell a team's strategy is working. We talk about this all the time, Alan, as going to the free throw line is Fidelis Okereke, and he switches the first one down, and Fidelis has been perfect from the free throw line tonight, 3 for 3.
Well, I'm not going to say anything until after this free throw is taken.
But he was one of the guys I was talking with Coach Johnson about before the game. Both he and Atten, as a matter of fact, I said, those are the two guys that you really, when Big West play starts, they need to be productive. And, man, like you said, you work hard, good things happen.
Yep.
Fidelis has been working hard all night, and the iron kind to him on the free throw. He drops them both, and the lead is 11. Dawson, as the Matadors go to a zone again. Changing it up tonight. Right corner. Ruffin lets fly.
And
Nothing but
that.
net.
He can hit that, and they're going to call a flop on Ruffin. An 8-point ball, should be an 8-point ball game. Ruffin flopped after the shot. But he can hit the 3, and that's the first time they've actually had some success against the Matador 2-3 zone.
It's a flop warning, so it'll be a foul the next time. A technical foul.
But I don't think you'll see any more. That'll probably be the end of that.
So 53-45, the lead down to 8. Matadors have led by as many as 15 tonight. Hardy waving everybody away. Miles James on the right side, ahead to Atten Wright for CSUN. Matadors break the pressure, right to the basket against Iman. Oh, acrobatic play nearly comes through as the and one. If that's on Iman, I believe that's 5.
Well, Atten Wright went in amongst the trees and was not afraid at all. And I'll have to say this, that takes courage because a lot of times you know you're going to get leveled by the big guys because they don't want a little guy coming in there thinking he can not get away without being harmed. So Atten knew he was going to get hit and still went in there.
You remember Atten? He was one of the guys that had come down with that cold or flu, whatever you wanted to call it, on that road trip up to Fresno, and he really didn't get right until North Dakota State. And Wright had a good game. You could see it was there against North Dakota State. Had 17, but only shot 6 of 18. He's been far more efficient tonight. He's just back to the free throw line, and he switches that one. So he's now 8 of 9 from the free throw line.
And all these free throws are so important for the Matadors. They're going to have to make them. If you're going to go to the free throw line, you better make them. That helps extend the lead and also demoralizes the team that committed the foul.
Wright's second free throw coming, trying to make it a 10-point game, and he does. But getting back to what we were talking to, you know, when you're a team like the Matadors, Alan, and you're up double digits, you're kind of managing the lead, particularly at this point in the game when you're under that 10-minute mark in the second half. The only way, if you're the opposition, meaning Portland State, you can make things happen is with turnovers, and the press has been working for them.
It's been working.
1-and-1, and he'll swish it and get a bonus. Jean Marie now with 8, 4 from the free throw line. The transfer from the University of Hawaii. So he's seen a good part of the country, Alan, you know. Texas, Iowa, San Diego, Hawaii, and now Portland. 8-point lead for the Matadors, 55-47. Miles James checks back in with Darius Bean. Hardy on the right side. Whistle underneath.
Well, that's only the 16th foul on the Vikings. That time Burke had a mismatch. He was mismatched against Okereke, and it was actually smart for him to commit that foul because Okereke was going to be able to back him into the low post and probably score over him.
A look there at Ian Burke, the junior from Phoenix. Matadors with the ball, up 8. Hardy, front court right, working against Alley, terminates his dribble. Bean rotates to the left side. Baseline jumper is short from Atten Wright, and a whistle underneath.
So now it's going to be 1-and-1. That time Wright didn't make the shot, but Okereke going for an offensive rebound was fouled.
And Fidelis, this is the first game I remember this year that he's really been a presence, AC.
Well, this time it could be that he's trying to show the coaches I deserve more minutes. And if he plays like this, the coaches will give him more minutes.
And the first free throw is short off the front rim, but Miles James collects the offensive rebound and a fresh 20 for the Matadors. CSUN up 8 with the ball against Portland State. The tenor of this game, very similar. Remember Eastern Washington back on November 19th? Left side right to the basket, the floater, short. Defensive rebound, Jean Marie for Portland State.
Now, Portland State, they have a chance now to get back really close.
Little jab step from Jean Marie against Okereke, staying in front of him. Good help there. Wide open is Alley for the 3. Too strong. Long rebound at the free throw line. Collected by Hardy for CSUN. Remember the Matadors, that game, they led by 13 points and couldn't close it out against a Big Sky opponent, hoping they learn something they can apply tonight. Hardy against Ruffin on the right side. He's shut off on the baseline as Hardy trying to step through and is fouled, and Elijah Hardy will go to the free throw line.
Now Elijah's been struggling from the free throw line, Gazal. For whatever reason, he was I think you said he was like a 70-some-odd% free throw shooter when he played for the Vikings, but yeah. He's under 70% for the Matadors. He's just hasn't been concentrating, I think.
Limited sample. He's 8 of 12, 67% on the year is Hardy. Left-handed free throw in and out. No, Jean Marie collects the defensive rebound. So Portland State with possession, down 8. They could trim it to 6 here on this possession. Ruffin, long 3, misfires to the left, defensive rebound, Hardy. If I'm Portland State, I want Jean Marie to touch it.
Right, and I want to be attacking. You know, you're going to get a chance to shoot 2 free throws. It won't be 1-and-1 for you.
James, nice cut by Wright underneath. Miles James with the find, Atten Wright with the bucket.
Yeah, the little guy got under there and put that ball up so softly off the glass.
57-47. Matadors lead back to double digits. Alley in front to his right. Jean Marie against Okereke. Little familiarity. Maybe he's seen him a little bit. He saw him last year. Left wing catch and shoot three, and Burke, nothing but nylon.
Yeah, what you have to do.
Their trajectories. Guys, they were both guys who just really worked hard to create those opportunities, and happy for both of them. Hardy, long pass ahead to Atten Wright for CSUN. Matadors up 7 with possession. We near 5 minutes to play in regulation. Wright on the right side against Carter into the lane. Double clutch, puts it up and draws the foul.
How about that little fella? Look, he didn't want to take the three-point shot because he was guarded too closely. So he decided to drive, flung his body in there, got some contact, and the officials were forced to call a foul.
The difference tonight, though, Alan, he's made a couple of those threes, so they have to be cognizant of him shooting from the outside. It allows him to make, gives him an option, right?
Yeah.
They have to make a decision, and he can make a decision. And the first free throw is good for Atten Wright. And Atten Wright eating at the free throw line, 9 of 10.
But you're right. He's only 2 of 8 from the three-point line, but because they know he's known as a three-point shooter, they have to respect it when he head fakes.
Deep breath. Made them both. Lead 9 for the Matadors. Carter bringing it up the floor. Here's Ruffin. Out to Burke. Reverses it out into the right corner. Ruffin down the lane. Kicks to the three-point shooter, Burke. And Burke nails it.
You can't leave Burke. I don't understand that. You can't leave him. That's the one man you can't leave.
Middle of the floor, here's James. He had Okereke unabated to the basket if he wanted him. Here's Hardy now for the Matadors, who lead by 6. So the hot shooting of Ian Burke keeping Portland State in this one. A lead that was once 15 down to 6. Right against Dawson, right the mid-range. Over the rim, no. Flying in is Okereke for the offensive rebound and a whistle.
And now Okereke will have 2 free throws because that should be the 10th team foul on the Vikings, and he needs to step up and hit a couple because this Viking squad, once down by 15, only down by 6.
4th foul on Jean Marie. A hustle play there by Fidelis Okereke. 3 of 4 from the line. Actually, 4 of 4, and he misses that one.
No, and he missed the front end of a 1-on-1 the last time, so that should be 2 misses for him.
Indeed it is. 4 of 6 after the miss. He made his first 4, though.
Yeah.
Big one coming up. Matadors up 7. 60-53. Fidelis with 5 points tonight, all from the charity stripe. Under 5 minutes to play in regulation. Here's Carter in front, underneath for Ruffin. Ruffin to his left, and this time Fidelis whistled on the foul.
And that was a tough foul that time. I thought Fidelis got all ball. I actually thought that was all ball, and the officials that time made a quick call.
So the foul on Fidelis, now his 4th. So both John Marie and Fidelis Okereke playing with 4 fouls. And Marlon Ruffin will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Ruffin, a 75% free throw shooter on the year, 21 of 28. 16 games last year, he was 75.5%. And that one drops down. Ruffin played last year at Omaha. He was 37 of 49 from the line. Christian Gray will replace Fidelis tonight. Ruffin averaged 13 points a game, so he's a scorer. Draws his team back within 6, make it 5 as he makes them both. 60-55, the Vikings just chipping away at this Matadors lead. Here comes the pressure. Hardy on the right side, crosses into the forecourt. Nearly turns it over. He does turn it over. Press works for Portland State. Here's Ruffin to the bucket, fouled by Hardy.
Well, Hardy with the turnovers, I mean, he's your point guard, and now the Matadors letting the Vikings get well at the free throw line.
So Portland State on a 5-1 run over the last 2 minutes or so. That's chipped the lead all the way down to 5 points, and they have a chance to get as close as 3 as Ruffin to the line.
I just like the fact that the Vikings decided that they were going to press the rest of the game. When they got down 15, it was going to be pressure, pressure, and more pressure, and the Matadors have wilted from it.
Ruffin drops the free throw. He was the 6th man of the year in the Summit League back in 2020, and he was all-league honorable mention last year with Omaha. Played his freshman year at Highland Community College in Illinois, and it's a 3-point game. 60-57, Matadors by 3. Here's the pressure. Matadors have had trouble with it. Gray in the middle of the floor, off to Hardy. Hardy's going to go all the way to the hoop. Double clutch off the window, yes.
Attack the press to score. That's what you have to do. Attack the press to score.
5-point lead for CSUN, 4 minutes to play. Ruffin's got the hot hand. Backing down Hardy, spins it up and in.
Yeah, that time he just used his 6'5" frame to go over the 6'1" Hardy.
Herrick gets it into Elijah, setting up the press. Here's Gray with a touch in the middle of the floor. Back to Elijah Hardy for CSUN, and right now on the left side. 3-point game. Right to the basket. Can't finish. Jean-Marie defensive rebound. Here's Ruffin back the other way. Ruffin all the way down, lays it up and in over the rim.
1-point ball game.
The press has worked wonders. Vikings trailed by as many as 15. Now in the lead for the Matadors is a single point. Hardy to Bean underneath. Extra pass and a foul.
Well, the Matadors better make these free throws. Otherwise, there's going to be some really nervous.
Here's Jean-Marie with the bucket. The mid-range. Rolls over the basket into the hands of Brendan Herrick for CSUN. Here's Hardy for the Matadors. They lead by 2. Breaking it down, right corner. Catch and shoot 3 from Atten Wright. Short to the right side. Dawson saves it in to Michael Carter III for Portland State. Here come the Vikings. Ruffin for 3. Yes.
They lead. They lead. You have to give them credit because of the pressure defense, and that's what's got them back in the ball game.
They've been pretty much exclusively applying that pressure all the way. Jake Coburn slaps his hands together. His team now in the lead 64-63, and they've caught fire from beyond the arc. Into the lane, Bean, the runner, no. Offensive rebound, Bean underneath. Puts it down on the floor. Layup, no. Ball up on the floor. Still fighting for it into the hands of Herrick. Herrick pump fake, strong to the bucket, and the Matadors have the lead.
That was just Bean getting the second and third opportunity for the Matadors by tipping that basketball.
2 huge hustle plays. I think Aisi got a hand on one of them, but it was Darius Bean with the momentum down underneath. The Matadors back in the lead 65-64. Ruffin to his left against Herrick. Terminates his dribble, resets with Carter III. He's directing traffic now against Atten Wright. Jean-Marie will turn and face against Aisi. 17-footer. Rattles the iron, but the defensive rebound for Elijah Hardy for CSUN. Matadors with the lead and the ball. Elijah all the way down to the bucket. The left hand can't finish. Pinned up on the glass. It comes down to Michael Carter III.
Hardy has got to make that layup. He's got to make it.
Carter through the lane. Flings it up, no. Ball through the hands of Aisi. Here's Wright back the other way. Atten Wright up off the window, no. Herrick, though, secures the offensive rebound behind the back pass. Ruffin, Carter III on the floor with Burke, Jean-Marie, and Paris Dawson for Portland State. For the Matadors, Wright, Herrick, Hardy, Aisi, and and Darius Bean. Ruffin over Herrick, no. Herrick, the defensive rebound, taken away by Burke. Herrick fighting for it, gets it ahead to Hardy for the Matadors. And they knock it out of bounds. It's a turnover.
Hardy turned it over. Hardy has just struggled tonight. Hardy has really, really struggled. And that's just an issue for the Matadors because they don't have Darius Brown II, and Hardy is a solid player, but he's not as comfortable at the point guard position as Darius would be.
So, Portland State ball. They're down 1. Carter III through the lane. Can't finish. Bean with the ball for the Matadors. Gets it to Hardy.
This one goes, though.
Second one coming for Hardy. That was through the nylon. So a 3-point lead. 10 seconds to play. Carter III all the way down. Aisi denies him at the rim.
And they call a foul. They had to call a foul because Aisi did foul him.
No timeouts remaining. Here's Carter on the right side. Using the screen. Deep 3 for the tie. High off the